Real Madrid just scraped a 3-2 win against Leganes, and honestly, all props to Leganes because the match that they played today was, in no point was it low or was it a bad game from Leganes. And honestly, there is one stat that I just realized of. Leganes defeated Barcelona in their first leg in the La Liga, and then they defeated Atletico Madrid in the first leg in La Liga. So if they were on track, and if they would have done it, I think they would have defeated Real Madrid as well tonight. And the only reason that they did not was because of two reasons. Was one, because Real Madrid somehow or the other, they come clutch in such moments. Today, if they would have lost against Leganes, it would have been a big blow in the La Liga title race, because Barcelona right now has 63 points and one game in hand, and Real Madrid. No, they equalized the games, but Barcelona has 63 points, and Real Madrid also tonight got 63 points. The only difference is the goals, because Barcelona has scored more goals. So I honestly believe tonight was not the most flashiest of games in terms of quality, but Real Madrid, knowing how they perform and how they've been performing in the past few seasons, they get through such matches. They are made for such matches. They don't want to play the most beautiful football. They don't want to prove a point. They just want to get the win and get out of the match with 3 points. That's all they need. So tonight I understood three things that were missing from the Real Madrid team. Firstly, was we all know Toni Kroos left last season, and one thing that the team is missing is they're missing a player who can somehow create, who can somehow make such dribbles or such passes which breaks the lines. Because playing from left to right and just playing diagonal football is not going to help you. It's not going to get you anywhere. The slow build up against such teams is not going to get you anywhere. And even tonight, we could see how Real Madrid progressed towards the box of Leganes. They were playing slowly, building up slowly, and they're making two final passes and then trying to get a shot on goal. And honestly, it doesn't work in big matches unless you're Real Madrid, of course, because we've seen that happening for them. But other than that, it doesn't happen most of the times, and that is what this Real Madrid team needs. And honestly speaking, the rumor which I just saw before the match is all the more interesting, because if it's true, then Real Madrid could benefit like crazy. And the rumor is Bruno Fernandes is officially linked with Real Madrid, and if this rumor is true, if this shit is true, then I believe this is the only missing piece to this Real Madrid team. I know there are other factors due to which this team has been underperforming, but the main reason, one of the main reasons, is the fact that this team is missing a progressive player who breaks the lines, who gives key passes, who dribbles, who does something. Players like Jamal Musiala, players like Bruno Fernandes, they have one motive, they have one intention, and that is to take the ball towards the opposition's box, take the ball towards the opposition's goal. And that is honestly what's missing in Real Madrid right now. That is the only thing that is missing right now. And if this rumor is true, or if this rumor is if it takes any shape, or if it comes to life, I think this team is going to go places, because I think that is the only link missing. If you get a player like Bruno Fernandes, who honestly would be a perfect fit to this team, who would perfectly fit into a Real Madrid team, because Bruno Fernandes, knowing the kind of player he is, he even though he's leading Manchester United right now, he's not a captain. He's supposed to orchestrate the play, and at the same time, he's supposed to do his job. He's a player who does the job. He gets the job done. He's not a player who people will look to inspire, and who to get the team in balance or get the team under control. No, he'll just do his job. If you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. But he is always going to be on the score sheet, or he will always give an assist, or he will do his job. That is his job. And I honestly believe he and Real Madrid both would benefit from a transfer like this. And honestly, right now, looking at Real Madrid squad, you have Kamavinga, you have Chouameni, you have a 40-year-old, almost 40-year-old Modric, and you have two players who aren't fit to, you know, play for a squad like this, for a star-studded squad like this. They aren't fit to be there. And that is what I was going to say. Real Madrid needs to lose at least either one of Kamavinga or Chouameni, and I surprisingly would pick Kamavinga because they have two players in the likes of Bellingham and Valverde in the midfield who have the technical ability and as well have, you know, the resilience, the stamina to play 120 minutes. So Kamavinga, the only thing he offers is resilience, and you know, he only offers defensive actions. He has no flair, or um, he has no flair, and he has no technical ability as compared to the likes of Valverde and Bellingham. So I think with the likes of Bellingham and Valverde, Kamavinga, and honestly speaking, even Chouameni does not have, like, you know, they do not need to be in the squad. But knowing that we can't play, Real Madrid cannot play the entire match with all-out attack. They need some sort of defensive balance, and that is where Chouameni comes in. And if somehow, and honestly speaking, Modric right now, he's almost 40, he's touching 40, and I think it's time to move on. It's honestly time to move on. Give him his flowers and move on. Let him also, like, you know, go out somewhere and just do his retirement in peace. And you need to move on from certain players. And honestly, Modric, he's just done. So bring in Bruno Fernandes, either sell Kamavinga and Chouameni or either one, and then somehow try to bring balance to the squad, because the only person tactically who has the tactical mind and the man management skills to do this is Carlo. He has the, you know, he has the professional skills to do it. He's done it before on numerous occasions in Milan. He's done it in Chelsea. He's done it in Madrid itself. So I think for him it wouldn't be a big task. And that is where I come to the second point. This team, I believe, the second thing that it's missing right now is, I think, they are missing the chemistry, because they have the firepower, they have the star power, but they do not have the chemistry. Vinicius, on certain occasions, you can see, even though he wasn't playing the full match today, the moments that he provided after he came on, you could see that he isn't, you know, playing for the team. He's playing for himself just to prove a point, and that doesn't do you good in the long term. Mbappe, on the other hand, he is playing for the team. Like, I honestly could not understand why Carlo Ancelotti could, you know, played him in the number 9 position when you have rested Rodrigo and Vinicius Junior in the wings. So play, you know, Brahim Diaz at a false 9 and play Mbappe at the wing. But instead he started him at the number 9 position, and that is where I believe Mbappe is trying to, you know, take one for the team. Even though his preferred position is on the left, he's trying to change himself, and he's trying to, you know, take one for the team, and he's trying to shape himself according to the needs of the team, not to the needs of himself. And that is where Vinicius Junior always lacks, because honestly, right now in his game, he gives a few key passes, but that's all. His dribbles are meaningless. He scores a few goals, maybe one here, one there, but he hasn't been scoring, you know, a shitload or a ton load of goals that he used to, at least until the past seasons. And honestly speaking, he isn't anywhere in the game. He's fading out, and it would be better if he would, you know, try to change his team, or try to find a way in which he could balance with Mbappe and Bellingham and Rodrigo, because Rodrigo, Bellingham, and Mbappe, they're trying to, you know, stick to the team. They're trying to play for the team, but Vinicius, he's always, you know, left out adrift. He's always alone. That is where I think Carlo Ancelotti needs to work. Either bring him in the team, or, you know, just totally let him leave and continue with what you have, because honestly what they have right now is it's more than enough. It's not enough, it's more than enough. And the last missing link, I said, one was the fact that they needed a progressive midfielder. The second, I think they need to work on their defense. They have the likes of Militao, they have the likes of Raul Asensio, they have the likes of Rudiger, and they have Alaba coming in. Either bring in a fullback or bring in someone fast, because this team right now, I think it's not going to be Fran Garcia who's going to be starting, and even if he does, I think Alexander Arnold, if he is linked and if he is surely coming to Madrid, I don't think there is no way that Carlo Ancelotti plays a system where he allows both his fullbacks to go up front. I think we should rather Real Madrid should rather look towards Ferland Mendy becoming his first starting choice left back, or bring in someone who could either fill the role in centre back position and in the left back position, because that is the only way that this team can somehow defend. Because tonight we saw they couldn't defend for shit. Real Madrid does not defend for shit. The only person who's ready to take a hit or who's ready to defend is Rudiger. Raul Asensio, he's young, even though he's 22, he's 21 or 22. I think Rudiger needs someone to complement him, and he had that until Militao got injured again. But yeah, if they somehow, if somehow the Real Madrid squad gets fit, or somehow they, have the defensive capability again that they used to, this team is going to be top notch. The only thing missing, like I said, was the fact that they did not have a progressive midfielder. But if someone like Bruno Fernandes could come in and, give what he always does on the pitch, like again in the Portugal match versus Denmark, we saw how he takes the team forward. He all his actions are towards the goal, towards the opposition's goal. That is what you need from a progressive midfielder. And honestly speaking, a team like this could benefit from someone like him. And as a player, Bruno Fernandes could benefit from someone from a team like Real Madrid. So I think, yeah. And this title race, guys, honestly speaking, this title race, if somehow Real Madrid come out on top of this title race, then I have to, just give them their props, that they are the kings of comeback. Because right now Atletico Madrid just drew their match tonight, and if somehow Real Madrid win this league, it's going to be because of Barcelona not playing to their advantage, and Barcelona not playing a good game. They might lose or they might draw, but then yeah, we have the El Clasico upcoming, so let's see.